Greetings, Gemini, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. I hope you're doing well. And to my new viewers, welcome. And let's see what it is that we have as the theme of the reading today for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I've been thinking about Gemini a lot recently, that sense of that twin, that duality within you, and that sense that there's something on your mind that's drawing you in two different directions, Gemini. And it's coming in the next month into Gemini season. So there's something percolating for my Geminis, and it has to do with sacred herbs. Well, maybe you have been smoking some sacred herbs, but it's saying that you are tapping into something in nature that's very sacred to you. Maybe doing gardening, getting into the earth itself. And the number 35 could be important. And this has a sense of the pine cones and some kind of a braiding or weaving of plants together. So something about the sacred herb, whatever that connects to my Gemini. And then we also want you to know that you are water. It's something connecting to water and sacred herbs. And that is a kind of a theme of the water. Getting near water, getting more in touch with that intuitions that are coming up. And also sacred herbs do, when you smoke them, get in touch with the dream time, with our ancestors, with that a sacred knowledge from plant medicine. And that could be coming for my Geminis, an offering, or even just to burn a sacred herb such as the sages, those sage bundles, and to do the purifying and cleansing of your home. And also to do rituals with water. Maybe baptism could be important right now, to have this whole cleansing spiritually and maybe of your own home. Or I also see that you're around water makes you feel very vibrant and energetic and renewed. You might be traveling over water or living or changing your residence so you are around water on a daily basis. And that is the theme as we're moving into this Gemini. And let us see what it is that the cards have for Gemini today. And thank you so much, Spirit Guides, for overseeing this reading for Geminis. And I invite you to bring your own questions, concerns, a challenge. That way each of the cards resonates with you and brings clarity. And I hope you're doing well, Gemini. And if there's something you're looking for particularly about manifesting a certain amount of money or a relationship, well, please subscribe to the channel. And that way I do these readings on a daily basis, and you can track your desires and hunt down the fears that are keeping you from whatever this manifestation journey you're on. Something that you're getting illuminated through sacred herbs and water. And so it is. This is you, the Hermit. Virgos could be involved in this situation. You're kind of at a time right now where you need to go inward, introspection. Take time to go into your dreams, to get guidance, study, learn about yourself. Maybe take time to be by yourself, and that's important. It could be by yourself around water, and take time with the sacred herbs and water, and study and learn something. Maybe go on a retreat into the woods. Maybe just something, I had an image of a canoe trip where you're exploring and kind of spending time on the water, kind of on the surface of the unconscious, getting information, following your star. And what is holding you back, what's challenging that, Gemini, is an air card. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Something is inhibiting you. Something is imprisoning you. Maybe in this solitary state where you feel isolated. You feel like you're in a perpetual hermitage. off studying, taking time out. Maybe you feel also that you're being self-sabotaging this true journey you want to go, to look toward the past. The hermit is looking toward the past with the lantern, maybe to get a deeper understanding about your past, your parents, your origin, what's going on in terms of that, your DNA, so to speak. But what's challenging you is some imprisonment of your mind, where you're going over and over like automatic negative thinking, some anxiety that keeps coming up, and it's entrapping you. It's maybe keeping you in exile. And since the hermit is kind of a solitary character in retreat, and then you've got the 8, which is isolation, feeling imprisoned in your own mind, that is saying that there's a lot of isolation, feeling trapped, feeling imprisoned, cut off, separate, not able to engage. Because there is the 10 of Wands at the foundation. Well, you've been carrying a heavy load recently, Gemini, a burden. And this burden has maybe caused you to want to go on to this retreat, this deep inner retreat. Whatever this responsibility that you carried for many years, and you're saying now, finally, it's time for me to go inward, but somehow this way I'm thinking or feeling interfered with by others, at least in my own mind I am, that I need to go away, be separate, take time out, and to let this burden go, because the root of this question is a burden, is a responsibility, an obligation. Something heavy, a muscular pain, something with your structure, your spine. And the 10, well, there's another 10 of Pentacles. There is a lot of, in the recent past, a connection to wealth, to abundance, to maybe a family inheritance, a Gemini. And that inheritance is allowing you to maybe go inward, to think about something about your own development, but that something's interfering with you. And you might have over-obligated yourself to something, family, responsibilities, that you're taking care of a lot of different people, because you see how all of this is weaving together. And that's bringing this a lot of wealth and legacy, happy family, happy structure of your environment, people gathering together. It's not only financial wealth, but just stability, happiness. This red is like this portal into a happy moment that lasts, that is enduring, that is solid, that goes beyond your lifetime, perhaps, Gemini. And the 7 of Cups is at the crown. You're learning that there is something, obligation is being let down at the foundation, and there's a lot of legacy. And because of that wealth that you've been given, you've inherited something recently, and that you're looking to it. The Hermit is like, how can I use this legacy? And thinking through that. Because you have choices now. There are a lot of choices. Some could bring you happiness, some could be delusions, some could entrap you. But you're at least feeling free to come out of this isolation, to join with this family, this celebration, this sharing, this feeling connected to something that lasts, a family cult, a clan. And there's a lot of choices now about what you want, what you desire. And that will lead you to the devil. Well, I was about to say the 7 cups often can be seen as portals into the 7 deadly sins. So you need to be careful, Gemini, that there's something, and the devil's looking back to this 8 of swords, this entrapment. And the devil is entrapping in a different way. Be careful that the choices don't lead to this kind of posture of feeling in submission, of feeling lorded over by this demonic force, whether that's from someone else or from yourself. And to be careful that you are not dealing right now with some addiction, something that could do with alcohol or sacred herbs, Gemini. Because the devil is something that's entrapping us in a low vibrating energy, and that is feels like a burden, a heavy load that we're shouldering a lot with this. What we're seeing, this introspection, because don't these two cards look very similar in their body type and posture? And the hermit is the devil. One is following this lantern, and one is following this, it looks like some kind of sickle. Because the devil is the great deceiver, the liar. And if you're going on introspection, you might be finding that there's something devilish in your situation and the choices you made, and that has caused you a lot of heavy burden. But that this legacy that you've been working on, or maybe was given recently, is offering a lot of choices that lead to the devil. The devil's seductive. The devil wants to entrap us and promise us these things. So be careful, Gemini, of what's coming in right now energetically. Because we got more cups, the Four of Cups. Well, you could be slightly bored, Gemini, as you look at what you're seeing in your introspection when you're alone. Maybe you're kind of getting tired of being isolated, following your star, trying to get out of this entrapment, this bondage, this low vibrating energy that keeps you feeling like you're being interfered with by others and can't move forward, make decisions, take action, move toward clarity and think through something with your mind. And this burden even has been a big opportunity that you've taken on, these 10 wands of whatever you've worked, you've had energy toward them. And you now have this great legacy that came in recently, some inheritance that offers you new choices. But the choices could be entrapping you, could be limiting you, could be something that you're afraid of facing. And so you're staying in the doldrums. You just kind of are apathetic and closed off instead of facing whatever these emotions are, these moods head on. You could be depressed about something that's leading you into addictive behavior or into some belief system that is holding you back and that you're ready to let go of. But you're kind of closed off. There's a new opportunity that you might not be able to see. And the environment is saying they're ready to move on. There's something in the environment or someone specifically, because maybe of this devil and this sense of the hermit going into isolation, that is saying, I'm ready to move on. I've had a change of heart. I want to follow my own destiny. And it could be coming because there's this boredom, apathy, a disappointment in your relationship or in how you feel about something that you've been looking into. And then the environment is saying, well, they're feeling like they've lost the juice in this. They want to move on because the advice is the star. Well, the advice is to shine, to heal. After whatever this move, leaving you, moving forward, the hope and fear is that you will heal, renew, have faith. After the devil, after this apathy and boredom in a relationship or situation that you are moving on from, because the environment is having a change of heart, perhaps in you. But the star is your hope and fear, Gemini, because you could be dealing with an Aquarius, and then this devil is a Capricorn, and then The Aquarius is a star. You're able to shine, heal, renew, use your talents and gifts, Gemini. That's your hope and fear. And that your talents and gifts will inspire others. Something about your feelings, something about how these choices led you to the devil, led you to some entrapment, some low vibrating energy, some interference mentally with your ability to make a decision, to be happy, to move into this feeling of finding your wish come true, that Nine of Cups. And the star is here saying you're healing, you're shining in the darkest of times, because the Two of Swords, you have to make a decision. There's a crossroads you come to, and it's right above the devil. So you're having, and it's interesting, right above the Hermit is the Seven of Cups. So the Hermit is having to make a choice. And it's interesting, the devil, there is a decision to be made about the devil. You're at a crossroads. Maybe there's an addiction you're coming into face now, or something that you're entrapped in a relationship that's really holding you back. And so you just are closed off and apathetic. And they are moving on. The environment is having a change of heart about whatever this information that's coming from the Hermit. But you're going to shine again. Your hope and fear is that you will be optimistic, positive, having faith again in yourself, and to make this decision mentally about something, to take your blindfolds off and see it truly, see the devil for what it is, and to look at this Hermit and let that Hermit, that solitary part of yourself that wants to go inward and explore how you are, how you make choices, and what you're looking for. Because what your choices, they led to the devil. But the devil is also leading to the star. The star is going to help you heal from these low vibrating energies. And you're a decision to be made, because there's something to do with sacred herbs and water. You're working with sacred herbs and water. And that's what I have for my Gemini. And if you like the way I read, please subscribe. And this is a very fascinating reading that's coming your way right now. And you know I love you, Gemini. We're in this interconnected field, learning and growing. And the field itself is this sacred space where we are joined. 1 and 1 makes 2, but it really makes 3, because as we heal, we bring more stars into our situation. And so it is. And see you next time. Bye-bye.